Beautiful ball. Catch away. Yes, it is.
Non-stop thrilling action continues at the Oman Cricket Academy as we are in and set for another game. And this one's in the Oman D10 powered by Dafa News, Ideal International, taking on somebody who is really interested at the moment to dominate affairs, Majees Titans. And we have Mudassir Ali Qureshi with the two captains on the sidelines for the all-important toss.
Match number 29 is toss time. Majees Titans taking on Ideal International. The captains are next to me, and of course the match referee Mr. Karthik Subramaniam in attendance. Adams is leading Majees Titans and he'll flip the coin and Manoj will call. Khanjar is the call and it is Khanjar. Manoj, what have you decided and why?
We would like to bowl first, and the reason being we are not good in bowling. Our bowling department is not that great since we are not having our main bowlers in the side due to some other reasons. Fortunately, our batting is clicking a bit. So I'm hoping that if we click in batting, we might chase the target. So that is why bowling first.
Going has been really tough, but lots of learnings from this tournament, playing for the first time under the lights in D series. Tell us about your experience.
The matches were fantastic. We were okay in all the matches. We were not that great except for the first match. And as far as experience is concerned, I think we are not playing for the first time under lights. We have played a few times before. So under the lights playing is not the new thing, but it is playing against the Premier Division teams. It is a new thing, and playing against professional teams is very different than playing with teams of our caliber.
And finally, what have you done with the side? Are there any changes?
We have made 3 changes. Unfortunately, our one of key player Sandesh Pusalkar got hurt last match. So in Sandesh Pusalkar's place, Salman Khan is coming. We are replacing Llewellyn Koroda with Sachin Mamnani and Faizan Davnak with Shadab Qazi.
Well done, Manoj, and all the best for this game.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Adam, sorry for keeping you wait. They have asked you to post a total. Happy by the decision, and what are the plans?
Yeah, look, we obviously wanted to bowl first as well. I feel like we're playing a different side tonight, giving some under 19 guys a chance to play. So I think that was the reason for us to look to bowl first. But yeah, batting first, I don't think it's going to change much. So we just have to go out there and put a decent total on the board and try and defend it.
Key players are missing on national duty, but still the performances of the team has been up to the mark. So what is the secret behind this?
Yeah, like you say, the key players are missing, but I feel like in different games, different players step up, and I feel like that is the success, especially for our team. It's not just about one guy doing the job, it's about the whole team doing the job, and for us to see that going into the future, that's a very positive sign. That
now Majees Titans already qualified for the second round, so can we expect few changes in the side?
We actually have a lot of changes, but I'm not going to name the changes now. It's going to be too difficult, but I think we probably have like 4 changes in the team. So giving the guys a go who hasn't played yet. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to see what they bring to the table also.
Well then, and I will have a look on the sheet for those changes, and all the best for this game.
Thank you very much.
So the news from the sideline is that Manoj, the captain of Ideal International, winning the toss, and he has decided to bowl first.
Holding that pose, Mudassir Ali Qureshi, and indicating that the captain, Manoj Jangid, and he is from Ideal International, looking to bowl first after winning the toss and looking to back his bowlers to, probably make a decent outing for themselves out on the field. And at the same time, it's going to be Majees Titans now under some scrutiny because they've given quite a new look side here. And there's Lakpriya Ravindra Karunaratne, Aryan Joshi, Adnan Khan, Farisco Adams, Jihan Klote, Narayana Satish is exciting to look at. Mohammad Asil is quite interesting. Ubaidullah has been that wonderful player and for the team. Rahil Habibullah, Hemal Tandel and Vignesh Karthikeyan gets a chance in this game. Wasim Jamadar, Shahrukh Rashid, Shadab Qazi, aka Mamu, we call him, in close circles. Salman Khan, Akshay Raghunath, Syed Mohammad Ubada Farwa, Nadeem Pevekar has been very good for Ideal International on most occasions. Akbar Sheikh, Manoj Jangid, the captain. Araf Pillai is impressive, and of course, the man with a couple of wickets in his previous outing, Sachin Mamnani, makes it back into the side. About right time for me to introduce Jamil Zaidi. He is sitting right next to me and wondering what's happening with Oman at the moment and what's happening in Oman D10 as well. And what do you have to say about this exciting contest coming up? Plenty of under 19 players in action from both the teams, as a matter of fact.
In Oman, we have seen a big upset just before that one. Renaissance challengers are beaten by some spirited Braveheart 11. That was the biggest upset of this tournament so far. And the other end, the battle is still on within Oman and Pakistan. Well, it's very good to know that most of the under-19 players are inducted in both the teams, Majees Titans and as well as Ideal International. Great time for them to introduce themselves into this big cricket, seen live on thousands of viewers all around the world.
Arav Santosh Pillai with the new ball in, and Lakpriya Karunaratne will open the innings with Abbas Khan. And it's been that sort of a day. What a day we've had, because an upset in the previous game and all of a sudden everything just lights up here because we've got everything to play for. That last game of the league stage is going to be a nail-biter one, Bravehearts 11, and they'll be taking on Yalla Shabab Giants. Oh, brilliant delivery from Arav Santosh Pillai. Now, we were talking of youngsters, we were talking of youth, and we were talking of upcoming talent. This guy is one of them, playing for Ideal International, a team that is coming up through the ranks and, doing the hard yards and making a name for himself against a top team like Majees Titans.
It's a very, very positive approach from the team management, absolutely. And when we talk about Manoj, he's such a wonderful gentleman, always positive, always reply you the reality. So it's wonderful that they are opting to bowl first. That's a good decision. I don't know how much it will be paid off.
Yeah, just not getting in the whole rhythm at the moment. Arav Santosh Pillai. This is probably the second time he is just pulling back and looking to reload. On the other hand, it's Majees Titans who have also, filled up their side with quite a few youngsters, and they will be looking to make a mark and make their presence felt in this tournament. Much better. It was dug in short, and that hint of away, or probably that movement that brings the ball back into the right-hander, but then the ball was on the leg stump. So very good signs here for Arav Santosh Pillai that the ball is doing something in the air and even off the deck. So he can be very, very positive to, just pitch the ball a little up and, give the batter a little bit of lure and tempt him to go for that front foot shot.
Good start for Titans.
Oh, this is good ball. He looked to pitch it right up in the arc, and that swing coming in sharply. Immediately, the batter then correcting himself and thinking that yes, I need to just get off strike at the moment. Abbas Khan gets off the mark.
Good understanding between these two batters, and had to be because they are senior players, played together for so many times.
Much better delivery, and slowly and steadily Arav Pillai is surely looking to trouble the batters. It's already been 4 deliveries and the batters are cautious and not going for the big shots.
Yes, so far bowled brilliantly. Play. Started very well right from the first delivery.
Turning out to be a lengthy over in terms of time. Arav Santosh Pillai just taking his time to get into the rhythm. Oh, brilliant delivery. This time looking to nail the Yorker, and with that swing in the air coming into the right-hander, the batter was very troubled on that occasion. Somehow dug it out and managed to get a couple of runs to himself.
Played out from the bottom of the bat towards the square leg and got 2 runs anyway. But good thing is trying to hit the deck and bowling within the stumps. That's the right thing to do.
Can he add a little more pace? Can he bend his back on that last delivery of the over and look to nail a block hole delivery? Oh, no. He just manages to concede an extra.
He's trying to generate some pace. I think what he's doing the last couple of deliveries, that was the right thing to do rather than generating pace, because it's the first over. After getting good grip on the ball, he might go for what he's looking for.
Last delivery of the over, hopefully for Arav Santosh Pillai. Much better. Time and again, he's just looking to find his mark. Arav Pillai. Another couple of runs added to the over. End of the first. Majees Titans 10 for none. Sayatupada Farwa in the air. He's given that a good cut. The ball just making its way towards the boundary, but a brilliant diving effort by the fielder, and it's only going to be a couple of runs to the credit of Majees Titans at the moment.
Nicely placed between cover point and the gully, and they go for good 3 runs. Way outside the off stump and nicely placed.
Much better delivery, slightly short of good length. With that ball swinging into the right-hander, things are looking very good at the moment with the persons who have the ball in hand. If they manage to, just grab a couple of wickets here, and suddenly Majees Titans might be thinking that this is going to be made a match. Played uppishly. In the gap, couple of fielders looking to stop that extra run.
Good fielding. Once again, good part, that they are looking for the runs and going for the singles. That's the right thing to do.
Well, absolutely. A team like Ideal International, what they are looking for is to keep the batters quiet without any boundaries being conceded. On the other hand, Majees Titans are looking to settle down, get their eye in, and then once they have themselves set out there in the middle, the runs will come courtesy boundaries, because every over will have at least one or two bad deliveries or some deliveries that are asking for some attention by the batters. Much better delivery, tries to nail in the block hole. Only going to be a single.
Yeah, rotating the stride is of course a very, very good sign for these two batters. Not leaving any ball without being a score is the right thing now.
In the air and just beats the fielder inside the circle. It's going to be a boundary to end the over. What turned out to be a very fairly decent over from Ubada Farwa. It will end in a boundary. 11 runs of the second over. Majees Titans are 21 for no loss. Arav Pillai will continue and will be spent out, and this is something that's bothering everyone at the moment, because Arav Pillai is constantly looking to just abort his run up. Have a look at that previous boundary and certainly bait the fielder who was stationed inside. It was Shahrukh who was stationed at mid-off. Tall lad and still not managing to get a hand on to that lofted drive. Oh, much better. And Arav Santosh Pillai is causing some serious concerns. He's creating serious swing deliveries at the moment. Very, very impressive with the way this lad is shaping up to be.
I cannot forget the brilliant running between the wickets by these two, Karunaratne and Khan. That was one they make into two, 1 into 2.
Looks to play the paddle. It's going to be an appeal, and umpire says wide.
The brilliant work done by the wicketkeeper toward the left hand. Well taken.
Oh yes, quite a little bit of work has been kept busy. The wicket keeper. Usually you'd have Wasim Jamadar behind the stumps. However, today different person has donned the gloves for Ideal International. As far as Majees Titans are concerned, they should be looking very comfortable from here onwards. Oh, bowled him. Araf Pillai gets that late swing coming into the right-handed batter. He's been asking some serious questions right from ball number 1, but then he's been leaking runs as well. But now finally getting Karunaratne back in that dugout.
Actually, he opened his wicket and has chopped on the wicket. So first wicket coming into the batter, beautifully bowled by Pillai.
New man in, and it's going to be Farisco Adams, the captain of the Majees Titans, and he's going to give himself a go at one drop. Out of Santosh Pillai, very impressive. This time a full toss, but then that swing that he's getting in the air is looking absolutely class at the moment from the youngster.
Good start for Adam Frisco. And of course, we must applaud the efforts of this new young bowler play. He's bowled well. Some runs came off, but overall he's bowling a good spell. It's again a full toss and got off to a single.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this over, and this has to be some sort of a concern here because Araf Santosh Pillai is taking far too long to get through his overs. It's just been a couple of overs into this game. Oh, this one's big. And he wouldn't mind that he's taking as much time as he wants because at the moment what he's doing is that he's making the Majees Titans head back into the dugout very, very quickly. Now, this is not what they'd like because Abbas Khan is a good striker of the ball, plenty of experience, and he's given that a good edge straight into the hands of the keeper. Good work here done by the youngster Araf Santosh Pillai.
Brilliant bowling from him. 2 wickets in this over and 2 also very, very important wicket of Karunaratne and to the Abbas Khan. 27 for 2, Majees Titans.
Have a look at that. The first wicket for R. Santosh Pillai, and straight that in-swinging block hole delivery and disturbing the woodwork. And the second one, extra bit of bounce at the last moment. Abbas Khan decided to nudge it and straight into the hands of the keeper. Out walks a left-hander. And Jihan Klote will find himself in very early, usually a top-order batter, but because of the dead rubber or the nature of the game at the moment, Majees Titans is looking to experiment a little bit with that batting order. However, in D10, I do believe Jihan Klote has been floating at number 3, number 4 positions more often than not.
Yes. At the two most experienced players right in the middle at the moment for Majees Titans, and currently looking at the scoreboard, it's not a very healthy one. And I'm sure these two will definitely try to move the scorebook more quicker, getting some boundaries, which is not from last at least 1.5 over.
This time it's that away swing from the left-hander. It's a pity that you've only got 2 overs in this short format of the game, and Arav Pillai will finish his spell with 16 for 2 wickets. It's 3 overs done. Majees Titans are 27 for 2. Making it a habit to finish off the bowlers very early. Ubada Farwa comes for a second. So pretty much one-dimensional at the moment from Ideal International. Left-arm pace has been going on and on for the last 3 overs, and now 4th over on the trot. Seems to have dropped a little bit of pace now. Ubada, and looking to bowl that correct line and length. He will concentrate on just troubling the batters in that corridor of uncertainty.
He's a very experienced bowler, Ubada.
Taking their time at the moment, Ideal International in the field. And you've got a deep mid-wicket, you've got somebody at deep square leg patrolling the boundary ropes, and I believe you've got a fielder at long on as well. Good delivery, angling it into the left-hander, coming from over the wicket, Ubada, and he's an unknown commodity at the moment for Jihan Klote and Ferisco Adams.
So far, so good. Majees Titans are slightly under pressure at the moment. Not too much runs on the board, 2 wickets down, whereas Ideal International doing a great job. Their bowlers doing the right thing to do.
Oh, it's going to be a wide drifting down leg. Did seem as if he had got a little bit of pad on its way, but umpire Balasubramaniam has probably made the right decision. An extra delivery and a couple of runs added to the total. 30 is up on the board for Majees Titans in quick time.
So they must be looking around 80 plus from here on.
Oh, this one's skied up in the air. Somebody's looking to get underneath it. It's the keeper. Made the right call. And it's wicket number 3. and what's important, it's of the danger man, Ferrisco Adams, who can look to score very, very quickly. Ubada Farwa has struck for his team.
What a brilliant spell it is. This top edge of the bat went to Treo onto the onside top edge, and wicketkeeper collected nicely. 30 for 3, Majees Titans.
So Ubada has picked up a wicket now, and Narayana Satish joins Jihan Klote. They'll continue having that left-right combination for quite a while. Immediately gets off the mark, just a gentle push towards the offside, and will trot to the other side for a single. Jihan Klote, on the other hand, will get a couple of deliveries to now make a difference, because they've been looking to strike very, very well. And as far as their efforts are concerned, 31 into the fourth over, a couple of big hits, and they are back on track to that 10 run and over kind of a situation.
Because runs are coming, of course, wickets are tumbling, but the runs are coming in the shape of singles. That's more important.
Works it away. A diving fielder, they are certainly doing something good here. Ideal international Sachin Mamnani putting his body on the line with that dive. It was a certain boundary because that was timed very well off the pads. And that's what early wickets do to your team. And the moment you know that there are batters in trouble because of the way the bowlers are bowling, all of a sudden the fielders also feel pepped up, and they want to give their best out there in the park, throw themselves around. Excellent delivery. Just slightly back of length. And will end the over in a very, very mundane manner. At the moment, Ubada has completed his spell of 2 overs with 16 for 1, as after 4, Majees Titans are 32 for the loss of 3 wickets. Time for a new bowler to join. And Salman Khan comes into the attack. Immediately left-hander Jihan Klote will look to get off strike, because it can be a positive matchup against him. And the right-handers will now fancy their chances against that off-spin with that ball coming into the right-hander. They'll want to go for that big gap between square leg and long on. Deciding to just get a couple of runs to their benefit at the moment.
It's 2 runs outside the office stump. Played it out to the wider extra cover.
Oh, this one's an absolute loose delivery. Eyes go immediately towards the umpire. And he's going to be signaling a no ball. So a free hit, an extra delivery, and already that run conceded. He's lucky he hasn't been dispatched for more.
Let him bowl first. Could have been a maximum because it was full toss all the time he has got, but not played properly.
Another wide, and the free hit will continue.
That is frustrating for the bowler also. Played it out towards the long on. Good comeback from the bowler.
Just 3 deliveries into this over, they've managed to collect 7 runs, courtesy the bowler more than the batters. And this one's placed well. The fielder will look to cut it out, only a single. And they're looking very comfortable at the moment because the runs are coming in multiples with the help of the bowler more than, going for those big boundaries. So they don't really be needing to take any risks at the moment. So this is the right sort of a platform for Jihan Klote and Narayana Satish to get a little bit of batting practice here, to get their eye in. And just as I say that, Jihan Klote just tries to go for an expensive shot.
They will try now after the end of 5-4, they will try to get some boundaries. Though the score is at least a bit satisfactory at the moment.
Well, of course, and hoping that they do, because that can provide some entertainment for the next stint of commentators, because there's going to be change in voices at the halfway stage. 5 overs done. It's going to be 42 for the loss of 3 wickets, Majees Titans.
.42 for the loss of 3. In comes Sheikh, starts with a wide. Mudassir Ali Qureshi in the com box with me. We have some reasons to discuss. UAE, Oman, Pakistan. 3 countries.
And also India is also there in that group. 4.
No. Today, the matter of fact is, in UAE, Oman versus Pakistan are contesting. So 3 countries are in the equation. Cut well, and this is going to be travelling towards the boundary, and a decent effort is going to be in vain. Completely made a mess out of it. Did well to get to the ball, and after that just couldn't stop it.
A boundary, a much needed boundary from the blade of Narayan Satish. Well managed, knowing exactly where the fielders are positioned and keeping it away from the fielder, gets a boundary there. Satish. And yes, today's match holds a key who is going to make into the second round. Just few minutes back, Oman captain has been clean bowled by Sami. Sam Ayub?
Saim Ayub.
Yes, Sam Ayub got the wicket off. But brilliant piece of bowling, I would say. At one stage, Pakistan was looking to touch the 200 mark at the halfway of the first innings, but what a comeback, keeping them to 160. For sure, they'll fancy their chances. Oman in the air, just a single. But for that, they need to apply. They need to play normal cricket. Don't try to do extra things. And they have that experience. And also, with Sir Dilip Mendes as their head coach, definitely it will be a close encounter.
It's going to be a sensational one. Let's not forget that it's a spirited Oman side. We've already seen what Braveheart 11 did to a premier side. We can call it as an upset. They almost snatched a win against the Muscat Thunderers, ended up in a tie, and now beating a premier side. And that's why just earlier today I called Braveheart 11 as one of the best sides in the intermediate division.
And after the presentation, the players were standing next to him and they were so happy. They said, yesterday we heard that it was Pranav Mehta saying Braveheart is one of the best team and we are happy. The tournament for us is done because something special, someone like Pranav Mehta giving us a tag as one of the best teams from the intermediate. So it means a lot to them as well, Pranav, because keeping in mind, you yourself, you have seen a lot of cricket here, not only in the Premier Division, but in the intermediate, in the A Division. It's not easy to impress Pranav easily. And they impressed him because it was not fluke against Muscat Thunderers. They came out with a plan and they got that victory against Renaissance.
Absolutely, it was a classic performance. It was not one of those games where they just had a good day. They played well. They played some real, serious, good quality cricket. 12 runs from that over of Akbar Sheikh, 54 for 3 at the end of 6. Big shot, straight down the ground. There is a fielder there who is going to hold on to it. What an incredible catch. Cannot believe my eyes that this has been held on. He did juggle, but managed to hold on.
Oh, what a take. This is a night to remember. The intermediate teams, the below ranked teams compared to the premier teams, they are having an excellent outing here at Oman Cricket Academy. What a brilliant catch. Fourth wicket goes down. An extraordinary catch has been taken by the fielder at long off. That's the end of Gihan, 54 for the loss of 4. And good to see the teams from intermediate level, Pranav. They're not here for the entertainment and just to enjoy this tournament. They want to perform. They want to showcase their talent.
Runs are flowing and runs are flowing really quickly. Not here at the Oman Cricket Academy, but they are flying really quickly. 300 kilometers away from the Oman Cricket Academy in Dubai. Will be declared as a wide. Oman is off to a flyer here. 23 for the loss of 1. The captain is back, but they're making Pakistan sweat here. Slog sweep. It's found the gap. And some decent fielding in the deep. Ideal international. I think it is Ubada. What wonderful piece of fielding. They're just not letting Majees Titan slip away.
And it has something to do with that win of Braveheart against Renaissance. Now this team is also pumped up. The way they are putting that extra effort. The fielding has been superb apart from 1 or 2 missed fields. Saving runs, taking those catches. Is it a day where the Minnows are going to win the games, and can we see an upset almost 300 to 400 kilometers away from Al Amirat Oman Cricket Academy?
Remember, almost chopped on Narayana Satish, but he survives. It was always considered impossible to climb the Himalayas until and unless it was conquered once. The Mount Everest, once it was conquered, everybody went after the Mount Everest and every other person was climbing it. So it has to happen once. For Pakistan, it has happened on multiple occasions. Oman believes they can defeat Pakistan. Here at the Oman Cricket Academy, the Braveheart 11 has given hopes to the intermediate teams, I beg your pardon. And now, here is a side which is putting up a fight.
As it happened today here in the com box, it's not easy to impress Pranav, but he was impressed the way intermediate team Braveheart won. 60 for the loss of 4, 7 overs gone.
In comes the captain. He's one of the most tricky bowlers to face. Looks very simple, looks very gentle, but he's very tricky.
Doesn't offer that pace, and also the length is key for Manoj. Two youngsters, Satish and Habibullah.
Look at that. Just gentle medium pace. Not even gentle medium pace, just gentle slow bowling. Yet so difficult. What makes him so special?
The length with that pace is not easy, as we have seen Ahmed Khan bowling those 2 good overs early in the day. You need to force, or you need to use the feet against Manoj to get runs, because he was impressive in the previous outing as well with the ball against the premier sides as well. Not easy to take on. Unless and until he bowls full, it's never easy to get runs against Manoj.
I really wonder if things can be done at this pace. Why do you run all the way from the boundary rope, put in all the energy, put in all the effort? Because Manoj has been fairly successful. Inside edge, he's asking some very difficult questions to which the answers are not available at the moment.
Keeping things tight, Majees Titans already into the second round. Just 1 win for Ideal International. Played 4 games. They want to end this tournament on a high note. Ideal International.
Big shot. Can this be a wicket? It can be a wicket. It will be a wicket. Ubada is everywhere on the field, stopping boundaries. On this occasion, getting a wicket for Manoj Jangdid.
One of the safest. It's Subada Farwa, the fielder, and Manoj, the captain. He strikes. Trying to force against Manoj. Got the proper connection, but could not get the distance. Satish knock comes to an end, 62 for the loss of 5.
Manoj Jangdid is known for picking up wickets. Very intelligent bowler. Also very tight over here. Majees Titans are sinking under pressure at the moment. Won't be wrong in saying that. Just 2 runs from the door of Manoj and a wicket as well. 62 for the loss of 5 at the end of 8.
Eight overs gone, 62 for the loss of 5. Loud appeal, is there a bat involved? Yes, Karthik thinks there's a bat involved. A risky shot by Habibullah. I like the culture of this team, Majees Titans. They have that vision, an eye to look for the future. Inside out, proper connection, and 4 runs.
It's the all-important floating power play. Akbar Sheikh is going to be bowling that. Second delivery has been struck for a boundary from the bat of Rahil Habibullah. The young talent, the young sensation finally gets an opportunity and he's making it count here. He's a decent striker of the cricket ball. Change and field, long on, long off comes into the equation. Shot, trying to cut it, will get a single. 67 for the loss of 5. They need to get somewhere close to 85 with 9 deliveries remaining. At least 80. Ubaidullah can tonk a big ball. It's the all-important floating power play. 3 deliveries remaining in it. Beating the outside edge of Ubaidullah. Trouble times continuing for Majees Titans. They're not able to get bat to ball. Ubaidullah fends this one. It's been that kind of a difficult day for Majees Titans. They're not really sure where they should end up. And that's where they're in a fix. Final delivery of the floating power play. Big shot, driven through the covers, beats that fielder. And that will go to the boundary. So a much needed boundary for Majees Titans. And Ubaidullah will get off in style. 9 runs from that over of Akbar Sheikh. It was the floating power play. 71 for the loss of 5 at the end of 9. Manoj did to bowl the fine lower. Swinging away from the arc of the right-hander Ubaidullah, rather Rahil Habibullah, and hence declared as a wide. Big shot. Rahil Habibullah, he struck well. There is a player there. Oh, what a wonderful catch. The wicket will not go in favour of Ideal International, but he certainly saved a lot of important runs here. They've ran for a couple of runs, so 4 runs saved for Ideal International. Can this be the difference between win and lose? Do not forget, Majees Titans is a handy bowling unit. 74. Can Rahil strike a few lusty ones? 11. Big shot on the leg side. It's a slog sweep. They're pushing for the second. Won't get it. Six runs in those 8 deliveries bowled by Manoj. He's been prolific. He's been outstanding. Slog sweep on the leg side, in the gap. It's going for a maximum. They needed some quick, handy runs towards the end, and Ubaidullah is doing the trick here. What an incredible strike. A boundary in the previous over. The last delivery struck for a boundary, and now the very next delivery, that's the third delivery of Manoj, is struck for a maximum. So 10 runs in 2 balls, and all of a sudden Majees Titans at 81 look a little more comfortable. Big shot once again. There is protection, and hence it's only going to be a single. They were looking for the second. Dives back, Ubaidullah to get back into the crease. This could have been danger. 2 balls remaining. What does Rahil Habibullah have to offer here? He does have that slog sweep. He can hit downtown. I really feel that if he can shuffle across and play it behind the stumps, that would be a great option. Just looking to heave it straight down the ground. Misses. There is a stumping appeal. It is going to be in favour of Rahil Habibullah, and that means that he's going to be facing the final delivery. 82 for the loss of 5. Cricket is a game of momentum. This over has got as many as 11 runs. Can Rahil make it a 17 or a 19 run over? Sorry, 15 or 17 run over. A boundary or a maximum, that is what they are looking for. Big swing and a miss. And that means that Majees Titans are going to be stranded at 82 for the loss of 5. And I think that they've got just enough. But Ideal International is that kind of a side that you just don't know how much is enough, because they have the power, they have the tank which can wag, they have those powerhouse hitters. If you look at the scorecard of Majees Titans, everybody got a start, but they were not able to capitalize and make it count. 11 for Ravindra. Adnan got 11 to his name as well. 14 for Narayana Satish. 12 and 11 for Rahil and Ubaidullah. And with the help of those 13 extras, too many 13 extras, 82 for the loss of 5 is where Majees Titans concluded. And then when we are talking about the bowling of Ideal International, they're pretty much accurate and pretty much spot on for majority part of that innings. That economy of 8 and around is almost acceptable in this format. Everybody picking up wickets. Manoj got a wicket for himself. Salman Khan got a wicket for himself. Obada got a wicket for himself. But Arav, the young Arav Santosh Pillai, was a pick of the bowlers. 2 wickets for 16 in his 2 overs. He was standout. Akbar Sheikh was expensive. Not an eye for him. But those 13 extras are going to be a matter of concern for Ideal International. So that's about it from us in the first innings. We will take a break, and on the other side of the break, it's going to be whether Ideal International can chase these 82 runs set by Majees Titans.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is. one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Hello and welcome, and exciting action continues here in Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D10 powered by Dafa News, where we just saw a very sedate first innings from Majees Titans. 11 of 8, 11 of 7, and that's what Lakpriya Karunaratne and Adnan Khan scored. Farisco Adams, Jihan Clote didn't contribute much. Narayana Satish, the youngster, contributing with 14 runs. Rail Habibullah 12 and Ubaidullah 11. All in all, combined with 13 extras, and 82 for 5 is what they managed to reach at the end of 10 overs. And as far as the bowling is concerned, a couple of wickets for left-hand pace bowler Araf Santosh Pillai, 2 for 16. Syed Mohammad Ubada also 1 for 16. Salman Khan got a wicket for himself for 16 runs as well. And Manoj Jangid picked up a wicket for himself in his spell of 2 overs, 1 for 13. 5 bowlers used by Ideal International. And most certainly if they would have wondered, they will wonder rather after this game, that 13 extras, and perhaps we would be chasing a much lower score if we could just been a little more disciplined in our bowling efforts. However, Ideal International with their 2 opening batters will certainly look to power through, because they are those sort of characters looking to take advantage of the power play. And it's been that sort of a day where upsets are bound to happen, because we saw Bravehearts put up a brave show. One wonders if Ideal International can certainly have a little bit of luck on their side as well. Luck, and at the same time, it's high time for some skill to be on their side as well. It's going to be not easy though, because the bowling attack is a very profound one for Majees Titans. Hemal Tandil with the new ball. Joining me in the comm box, Mudassir Ali Qureshi, and a very good evening, and excited for the run chase.
A very good evening. I mean, absolutely, because Manoj said during the toss, they did not have a good tournament when it comes to their bowling department, but the bowlers did a pretty good job, and he knows this. They have that quality in the batting where they can get those runs, but the problem, I think, is Hemal Tandil for them with the new ball. He has been unplayable.
Straight away, and he's looking to drive, and that's a very good sign here for Hemal Tandil. Wasim Jamadar and Shahrukh Rashid out there in the middle. Wasim Jamadar has been short on runs. We've seen that first game in which he looked in absolute control and absolute destructive form. After that, fairly quiet all throughout this Oman D10. Comes with a big reputation of scoring very quickly, of being an explosive batter. Oh, big shot. And will he clear the infield? Yes, he will. Not too many runs on offer. It's only going to be a couple of runs. And Ideal International are on their way.
Positive intent. That is what is needed, especially in the first 2 overs. Get few runs. You need to attack. Just disturb the line and length of the bowler. Slip in position. He'll be trying to angle it away from the left-hand batter just to get that outside edge. Keep the slip interested.
Big shot towards the leg side. Never a fielder there at this stage, and who needs fielders when Wasim Jamadar is looking to dispatch that ball well beyond the boundary lines here. Good start.
It's a damdar shot from Jamadar, What a hit. The first maximum. Not afraid to take on Hemal Tandale. Back of length. And with these, clears that 65-meter rope towards that leg side.
Excellent shot and good result for Wasim Jamadar and Ideal International. They couldn't have asked for a better start, and the fact that is coming from Hemal Tandale at the bowling end.
If they can provide a start, quick 20, and even though they lose a wicket, they have someone like Ubada Farwa who can come and get those quick 20, 30. So what they need is a collective team effort, especially with the top four. Try to get quick 15, 20.
Coming once again, Hemal Tandale, he's gone for plenty. Looks to take a wild swing at Hemal Tandale's rising delivery. Never a good idea. And that's why Wasim Jamadar has probably been, the talk of the town, when he plays those other leagues, those tennis ball leagues. And he's always looking to attack, always looking to score runs very, very quickly. Explosive right from the word go.
Playing two good shots. One towards offside, one towards leg side. Just losing his shape. Getting carried away there, Jamadar. Got runs, 8 runs. Just see of this final delivery from Hemal Tandale. Long on and square leg, two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. There's a big gap between these two fielders.
Yes, once again, just gets that inside edge. It's going to be rushing to the boundary, and the fielder does well. Youngsters in play for Majees Titans, and you can always expect them to throw themselves around and make that extra bit of effort. A couple of runs, and eventually that first over going for 10 Ideal Internationals are well on their way. Good start by Ideal International as Majees Titans will look to make a comeback. It's a new face here for Majees Titans with the new ball. Mohammad Asil has been introduced into the attack. Starts off with a wide bundle of nerves because this is his debut at the big stage.
Yes, debut tournament for this boy in the D series in D10 format. Very quick when it comes to the pace. At times, it becomes a bit wayward, but look for those incoming deliveries from young Asil. Long run up, good high action and good release.
Short and very difficult to manage at the moment because that came in very, very sharp, rising quickly, rapid, and Shahrukh Rashid looked very uncomfortable. Ideal International will be looking to get a few runs very, very soon. Can they target the youngster Mohammad Asil? Most fast bowlers on this wicket are managing to get a little bit of swing. And so is Mohammad Asil, this time moving away from the right-hander. Excellent bowling.
Not a good idea playing dot deliveries. You have got those runs in the first over. All you need to do is rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard moving. Jamadar who got those runs. Rashid yet to open the account. Another wild swing, another movement. Back to back, two beautiful outswinging deliveries. What a take by Gihan.
It's been that sort of a day where the youngsters are looking to impress, and it's very, very important for Majees Titans that the youngsters impress, because almost 50% of their side is a fresh look side for this game, giving those under 19 boys a good chance for themselves. India looks to play it downtown and ends up taking a very risky single, and that's been probably a sign of a person out of form for Shahrukh Rashid. He's gotten 3 dot balls within that power play period.
You have put all that pressure on Jamadar. It's a very good opportunity for young Asil to strike here. Jamadar is a kind of a batter who is very aggressive. Slightly shorter boundary towards that leg side for Jamadar. Anything back of length, he'll take you out of equation.
Coming in from the Oman LNG end, wayward delivery, and very good work from Gian Clote behind the stumps. So could have certainly been quite a few extras if he hadn't got a good hand onto it.
Oh, what a save. Diving like a goalkeeper, saving a penalty. A full length dive towards his right side. Off to a very good start, I would say, because they did not lose a wicket, runs on board. If they can manage a boundary next couple of deliveries, the power play will belong.
Oh, this was very, very close to the stumps. Had that ball not been too good by Mohammad Asil, he would have certainly had that off stump doing cartwheels, hint of a way swing at the right moment. And Wasim Jamadar and Shahrukh Rashid certainly seem very, very quiet after that first over. Looks to play that short ball towards the leg side. Another play and miss. And with that, we come to the end of the over. Mohammad Asil has just conceded 4 in this second over of the innings. 14 for no loss ideal international. Ubaidullah is the new bowler. Starts off with a wide, making it a habit now. Majees Titans, every bowler gets a wide first up.
It's kind of a warm-up delivery for these bowlers.
And still looking to keep it away from the left-hander. He'll look to work the tram lines, and that's going to be his idea, angling it across.
Going at 8 runs per over with those back-to-back wides. They're just looking for those boundaries. At the same time, they need to take those singles, concentrate on taking singles and not playing too many dot deliveries here. Jamadar eyeing that leg side.
Certainly adds up to the pressure once you start playing too many dot deliveries. Just like that. At the moment, he's swinging his bat at everything, Wasim Jamadar. Somebody will have to, probably take him aside and try and explain that this is not how he's going to get success in any sort of a format.
Also, the problem is there is no communication between both the batters. The non-striker busy having a look here and there, where in Jamadar he's trying to connect and get few runs. All you need to do is put the wood on the wall, another wide, another way outside that off-stick channel.
Yeah, watch out. Normally, when Ubaidullah has so many wides in an over, he'll probably end up picking up 4 wickets, and that's been the norm for Ubaidullah. Interesting proceedings in the Asia Cup game as well. He's crossing the 50-run mark, but at the same time, 7 wickets are down. Make that 8. Wide once again. Ubaidullah struggling off the radar at the moment.
And that is why before the game you need to do those warm-up drills. He's clearly struggling to find the right line and length. And the first time Oman is participating, and we need to give it to the boys. Yes, they are not in a good situation, losing 8 wickets, 50 on board, chasing 160, but the positive is they bowled well. At one stage, Pakistan were looking to go and touch the 200 mark. By playing at this level regularly, you will gain that experience. And even the likes of Bangladesh and Afghanistan, when they started to play against higher ranked teams, they had their own struggles for plenty of years. For many years, Bangladesh took time to gain that momentum against higher ranked sides. UAE has got that experience of playing Asia Cup couple of times, so is Afghanistan now a regular member when it comes to the top 5 in Asian region. So Oman slowly making moves. Change of pace, but towards that leg stick. A legal delivery. Lucky escape for Ubaidullah.
Yeah, 4 wide, struggling at the moment. Just seems to be a very, very long go. At the same time, you do remember in the first innings, R.F. Santosh Pillai also struggling in a similar fashion. Ended up getting a couple of wickets in the same over in which he delivered quite a few wides. Probably a good omen, maybe, to get a few wides in the over.
It's a danger sign, you mean to say, for the batting side.
make that five. Five wides. It's turning out to be a big over, lengthy over, and I'm not talking in terms of runs, in terms of time.
7 balls bowled by Ubaidullah in this over. Out of those 7, only 3 legal deliveries. Couple of dots, 1 single from the bat, and 5 wides, 6 runs in 3 balls. Get a boundary here. He's struggling. Rashid clearly struggling. You need to take this advantage. Make it 6. Keep on counting.
Complaining that the batter probably shuffled.
Instead of complaining to the umpire, you need to talk to yourself, okay? Instead of bowling on 5th and 6th stump and giving away those extras, let me bowl full onto those stumps. Still there's a movement, still there's a shine available on the ball, and he's not able to control.
Down the ground. Finally some runs off the bat. Decent effort.
I know the energy level is down in the com box because we are following Oman game, but still 2 more to play, and we can hope if UAE beats Pakistan, India beats Pakistan, and Oman beats UAE. So think positive.
So bring the calculators out then. Oh, this one finally. Ubaidullah. Oh, this is absolute horrendous, yeah. A horror show by the two batters out there in the middle. Wasim Jamadar not looking interested in anything, and what they managed to do was just make a whole mess of the situation as a wicket falls for Ideal International in the middle of nowhere, and all those wides and all those extra runs, but then doing no favors for himself. Shahrukh Rashid heads back into the dugout.
Was never interested, Jamadar. And why do you want to take strike when you have faced 8 deliveries and you got just couple of runs? Poor from Rashid. First wicket goes down, 22 on board. Eleven balls, 11 deliveries. In fact, what a connection. Could have been easily called a wide, but Jamadar has some other plans. A big over, plenty of runs from that over of Ubaidullah.
He is going to be very happy about that proceedings. Yes, a wicket has gone down, but courtesy those umpteen number of wides and extras, and that 6, all of a sudden Ideal International seems to be in a good position. The required run rate now 786, and 28 for 1 Ideal International after 3. Abbas Khan has been introduced into the attack. And immediately is effective. Just played it all over himself. Salman Khan will come and Salman Khan will go.
Another poor shot selection. You have someone like Jamadar rotate the strike very first ball, trying to go after the bowler. Not a good idea. A quick exit for Khan. 28 for the loss of 2.
Raghunath, the keeper batter for Ideal International, and he walks out to the centre. Salman Khan did absolutely no favours, didn't waste too much time in the middle, so that's a good thing. At the moment, Wasim Jamadar, probably the main aggressor of runs, and all eyes will be on him to take that seniority into effect. And with a few big hitters yet to come, like the likes of Nadeem Pevekar and Ubada Farwa, Ideal International knows that they still have this game in their hands, provided they play a little sensibly from here onwards.
28 on board. They have got those runs. Lost couple of wickets. Right time to send Ubada. He has that experience. He can rotate the strike. He can get those out boundaries.
Plays the sweep. And it's going to be as many as 4. So Raghunath also looking to contribute now.
3 dot deliveries, which included a wicket off the mark in style. Much better looking shot, going down on one knee and finds the boundary behind the square. 32, 51 of 38 balls, still in control is Ideal International.
And that's the way to do it. You've gotten a boundary for yourself. That asking rate still very, very nice. And they look to rotate strike. 5 runs from this over so far. 1 more legal delivery remaining. And the right person, I believe, on strike, Wasim Jamadar. He'll charge or he'll look to just power through the line for Abbas Khan. Oh yes, looking to work that away towards the leg side. A bit of work for Himal Chandil in the deep. And they'll only manage to take a single. 6 runs of this over and a wicket for Khan. 4 overs done, 34 for 2. 4 overs and 34 for 2 Ideal International. They are in the hunt at the moment. 49 runs needed of the remaining 6. .34 for 2 and make that 35 for 2 now. Akshay Raghunath and Wasim Jamadar, and they're probably the right partnership to just collect a few runs before they can leave the rest of the finishing off to be done by Ubada. Because when Ubada strikes, it's very, very good to look at. Joining me in the comm box, Pranav Mehta.
Wonder why would they need the Ubada in the center if Wasim Jamadar and Raghunath can get the thing done between themselves. They're going strong. 35 for 2 in 4.1.
Oh, good intent. Played it with soft hands and immediately realized there was a chance for a single, so they scamper across. He's miscued it and is going to land safely. Most of the fielders on the leg side patrolling the boundaries because Wasim Jamadar can certainly look to target that area. So as a result, he's just going to survive this miscued shot. 3 singles of the first 3 deliveries. What can Mohammad Asil do over here? How can he utilize the conditions and make that breakthrough? Because the only way Ideal Internationals is going down is with wickets.
I really feel that if plan A has to be bowling stump to stump, cannot be bowling extras. A majority of those 37 runs have come from extras. And part 2, they need to bowl a lot more dot balls. Yes, in the process they will get their wickets, but they have to bowl dot balls.
Ideal International will be looking for that elusive boundary. At the moment, they're getting those runs of singles and would be very, very crucial to get those boundaries so that the pressure of the required run rate just reduces a bit further, making it comfortable living for the 2 batters out there in the centre. Akshay Raghunath. Oh, this is wayward. Free runs. This is going to hurt Majees Titans in more ways than one. An extra delivery and also free 4 runs here. 5 wides.
Just not able to understand what is the use of this extra bit of pace if you cannot be spot on, especially when you're playing at this level. They've given ample amount of extras, and that's not something particular about a premier side. Majees have been mighty disappointing this evening. They've been one of the champion sides.
Down the ground, hurrying for a single. Will get it as well. And just like that, they've completed 9 runs in this over. So it's going to be quite a relief for the batters because most of the scoring has been done for this over, and from here onwards they would be looking to plan out the next over. That's the sort of comfort level all these extra runs do give the batting side.
And this is some interesting stats. Wasim Jamadar 20 of 13. The next high scorer, extras 14.
This time works it away towards the leg side. I think he's helped his way to a boundary. Here Wasim Jamadar, no, he says it's a leg by, but certainly had to be put away. Good runs of this over so far. And Mohammad Asil's over comes to an end with 4 leg bys. After the halfway mark, it's 47 for 2, Ideal International.
Big heave, and it's going to be just a dot ball. Raghunath has been looking to be impressive. He hasn't impressed so far, courtesy of those dot balls. Once you get one thing that you get with intermediate sides is that they play a lot of dot balls. They're always looking for the boundaries. Joining me is Jamil Zaidi, who's going to be very critical. Oh, big shot. Player is only going to be a participant because Raghunath, just when we were being critical of Raghunath, he's danced down the track and he's hit a maximum.
We have seen a giant killer today, the Braveheart 11.
What a game
Broke
that was.
hearts of the Renaissance challengers.
What a game. What an intensive game.
Absolutely brilliant. What their captain said at the time of toss, he proved that one. Played it out towards the long on for the single.
And this is what you get. Just a few days of cricket, less than a week, and all of a sudden you see these intermediate teams matching levels of the premier side. Do not forget, all these premier sides played extensive 15 days of cricket in the Oman D20, and they came into Oman D10 with the momentum. Whereas these intermediate sides had not practiced. They barely had a couple of nets before they walked into a tournament as big as this against higher ranked sides.
Something have been achieved, that's of course to be said. Full toss, played it out to the long off for the single. It was a clinical victory for Bravehearts 11, but now I think in 7.2 hours they have completed the score being made by nicest challengers.
Fired it in and another dot ball. This has been the problem for Ideal International. This is something that they would want to work on, but if I was impressed by Braveheart 11, Ideal is no far. 55 for the loss of 2 at the end of 6. Will be an opportunity for one of those young guns. Do not forget, Majees Titans have qualified. Leg spinner. Don't know much about him. We'll just get to know a little bit in time to come.
It's a very young chap, as I think they said they have a couple of new players, especially the youngsters, the 19 players.
It's Vignesh Karthikeyan. Not sure if he's the son of Mr.
Yeah,
Karthikeyan.
this is what I was thinking.
Flighted and just looking to stay in the equation.
It's got the same number 99.
There's something about you and 99, isn't it? A lot of cricketers follow Mohammad Nadeem as well. 99 flighted out of the arc, and yes, that's going to be signalled as byes.
Hammered it beautifully. Mighty 6. This time over to the long off. And this match also looks to be going to be closer. Still a lot of overs to remaining. And the runs are less at the moment, looks like that.
Really feel that Ideal Internationals have dominated this affairs to an extent where Majees Titans won't be really happy. Champions of the Oman D20. And all of a sudden, Majees Titans are out of sorts, out of thoughts here at the Oman D10 against an intermediate Ideal International.
Well, still game is hanging in balance at the moment. Only 2 wickets down for Ideal International. Now the experience of Majees Titans has to do with somewhat kind of over number 7, 64 for 2. It's a very, very good partnership between Raghunathan and Wasim Jamadar. Dominating. Once again, it's bad this time. Instead of ball, going towards the leg umpire.
For a moment, the leg umpire was in danger. Looking to throw a big swing. Wasim Jamadar, he's done a handy job. 29 of 20. Certainly they have been assisted and supported well with the number of extras that Majees Titans have bowled. Not sure what Wasim Jamadar is not happy about. He's going to be playing now. He needs a maximum. To what I understand, Wasim Jamadar, he's going to be looking for that big one. Looking to throw the kitchens and get in. And once again, it's going to be a dot ball.
The right thing now to attack, to minimize the gap between the target.
Big shot in the gap. This is going to be a valuable boundary. And what that will do is it will make the runs equivalent to the number of balls required. 15 balls, 15 runs required. And this is a game in control of Ideal Internationals.
What a day. Intermediate teams are really coming up, bring him up with confidence. Beating the Premier side, especially the year before match. Renaissance was beaten. It's a full toss, bad delivery. And it's over to the mid-wicket boundary for the 6. Wow, what an over.
You can't be bowling full toss to the likes of Wasim Jamadar. He wanted to change the bat. Wonder why do you need to change the bat when you can tong the ball this far Aryan Joshi, one of the prolific all-rounders coming up the ranks from the junior circuit, taking a beating on this occasion, but he has high potential, very highly rated, highly respected. He's just learning.
I think some pressure on Jihan Clotte as well as Adam Frisco. How to contain Wasim Jamadar and Raghunathan. They are on track.
It's mere formalities from here. I believe this is the second upset of the tournament happening in the same day. Could have been 3 if Braveheart 11 would have beaten Muscat Thunderers, but that ended in a tie, so won't be an upset. Big turn. He has a lot of quality up his sleeve. Jihan Clote not able to match his quality at the moment, so a bye signal by the umpire. Aryan Joshi, what a talent is he in the making. One of the prolific off-spinners. Not scared to fly the delivery. Yes, tonked for a boundary, tonked for a maximum, but still bowling in the arc of the left-hander. Heaved across the line. Deep mid-wicket will keep it down to a single. So 11 runs from that over of Aryan Joshi. 76 for the loss of 2. At the end of 8, it's mere formalities with 7 required of 12 deliveries. Hamiltondale comes into the attack almost out of desperation. It's that kind of over. It's a floating power play. They can finish and wrap up the game in this over, or Hamiltondale can bowl a spectacular over and bring Majees Titans back in the equation. What's your thought? Which one is it going to be?
I think it is now time for Ideals International to go through.
In the air, catching opportunity. He finds a wicket here. This is the only way they can make a match out of this, and Hamiltondale, a champion that he is, stands up for Majees Titans and produces the most important wicket at the most important juncture.
Well, that was a good delivery, coming off the wicket with pace, and finally nicely taken by himself. So wicket number 3, back to the dugout for Ideal International.
Obada comes to the middle at the most important time for Ideal International. 7 runs to win. They've done all the hard work, but the most important part is still pending. They need to close this game in their favor.
If they go for the singles in the right way, rather than going for the big hits, it's just a matter of 6 runs, 7 runs. So when they go for the singles, they will make the team happy to win this match. Second upset of this tournament in the same day.
Dot ball.
Patience is required by these two batters.
The problem is that singles are going to be very difficult with all the players being inside the circle. So they need to play a big shot. They need one of these balls, the remaining 4 deliveries, to go for a boundary.
No one near the square leg. Just roll the wrist and go for the single.
Big appeal and another wicket goes down. Ubada is going to be walking down back to the hut, and all of a sudden Hemal Tandil is turning the game on his own hand. Second wicket coming in the third delivery of his over, and all of a sudden Ideal International, that was cruising towards a win, are in some sorts of trouble.
Well, drama continues in this D10 format as well. Wicket number 4 back to the dugout for Ideal International.
Are you expecting a twist in the tail? 7 required of 9 deliveries. Hemal Tandil wicket dot wicket. He still has 3 deliveries to go.
Excitement is on card for now. Unless the batters do something silly. Otherwise, things are absolutely in control of Ideal International. I don't know why they just come and try to smash the rather than going for the singles. Some instructions from their coach or the captain now, okay, just go and play for the singles. That's the right way to do.
Inside edge, fine leg. Dot ball after dot ball coming from the hand of Hemal Tandil. He's making a match out of nothing. Can't believe my eyes. What is happening here? Inexperience of Ideal International has come into the equation, and all of a sudden Majees Titans are controlling the shots.
8 balls, 7 runs. Not a big issue at all. But again, this is all cricket we are talking about.
Third is really fine, expecting an outside edge. Full flicked. It's always going to be a single, and that's where it's going to be. So the most important delivery of this game, 6 runs required, 7 deliveries in hand, and it's going to be Wasim Jamadar on strike. If Hemal Tandil can get the back of Wasim Jamadar, Majees Titans will be leading the shots in the final over. 6 of 6. On the contrary, Wasim Jamadar is very capable of wrapping this game up in one shot. They need a maximum. They'll adjust with a boundary, but the minimum requirement is a single, because Wasim Jamadar needs to be on strike for the final over. Charging in, Hemal Tandil. 2 wickets for him. It's a wide. Hemal is not happy with the call. Never is a bowler. But the umpire has adjudged it as a wide. He's still standing with the hands on his hip. There's nothing much that he can do. He will have to walk back. He'll have to reload. But most importantly, he'll have an opportunity to go after Wasim Jamadar for one more time.
I don't know, it looks to be quite wide outside the off stump. Moving further away.
They need that wicket of Wasim Jamadar. That's the only way Majees Titans can find a way. Ideal International wouldn't mind an edge going to the boundary rope as well. Just 2 fielders in the deep. Long on and deep mid wicket. Shot over third. What an incredible presence of mind from Wasim Jamadar. He's edged it just over third for a boundary, and all of a sudden Ideal International are cruising here. They cannot lose this game because the scores have been tied, and hence I feel that Ideal International have created an upset with this win over Majees Titans. A win yet to be completed, but it's going to be mere formalities.
What an intelligent shot from Wasim Jamadar. He says that every fielder is inside, ball outside the off stump, lifting delivery, just opened the face of the bat and got the much needed boundary to tie the score.
Bravehearts 11 did win that game. Just prior to this, it was an upset, beating Renaissance Challengers, and all of a sudden, Ideal International here, creating an upset, beating the D20 champions 2025. What a moment this is. The minnows are shining and shining bright.
More bigger upset than the one Renaissance lost to Braveheart 11, because Majees Titans are D20 champions.
Narayana Satish will have the ball in hand. He's been prolific with the ball. The leg spinner. On strike will be Nadeem Pevekar. Certainly it's going to be a heave across the line, because Narayana Satish does not bowl flippers, does not bowl googlies. So just one fielder in the deep. And that is, rather, no fielder in the deep. Wide.
Hello.
And that's curtains for Majees Titans. Wasim Jamadar is going to be celebrating in style, and the celebrations are going to be continuing through the night. Ideal International into its final game locks horns with Majees Titans, the champions of the Oman D20, which was recently concluded. And Ideal International, an intermediate side, finds a way to win against the champions of the Premier Division, Oman D20.
What a magnificent win it is for Ideal International. We have seen two upsets today. One in the evening, and now it's almost the second one. Biggest upset of the tournament. Ideal International beats Majees Titans. And talking about the Ideal International batting, it was spearheaded by Wasim Jamadar, who scored brilliant 43 in just 25 deliveries. Another one, Akshay Raghunathan, has scored 15 of 16 deliveries. So 83 for 4. None of the batsmen come up except Wasim Jamadar and Raghunathan.
Most importantly, those extras being the second highest scorer, 22, and the third being Akshay. And when you're talking about the bowling, they used as many as 7 bowlers. 2 wickets for Hemal Tandil, and he was the pick of the bowlers. Almost turned the game on his hand, except for the final delivery, which was cut over third. 1 wicket for Adnan Khan, and except from that, it was a game which was completely controlled by the Ideal International. So that's the match summary. Majees Titans batting first could put up only 82 for the loss of 5. Narayana Satish being the top scorer with 14 of 16 deliveries. Rahil Habibullah getting 12 not out of 11 deliveries, and Ubaidullah 11 not out of 6 deliveries. Pillai picking up 2 wickets. The young Araf Pillai did tremendously well with the ball in hand. And Manoj, the captain, also picked up a wicket. So did Shah Rukh Khan. But coming into the chase, Ideal International, on the back of a very shaky Majees Titans, who conceded 22 extras, won this game by 6 wickets and 6 balls to spare. We will take a break in the comm box, and on the other side, it's going to be the post-match presentation.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony, and we've just concluded a thrilling encounter between Ideal International and Majees Titans, scoring 82 for the loss of 5 wickets by batting first. Majees Titans put up a stiff target, but then out came Ideal International and made this target look very, very simple. It was all courtesy, a brilliant effort. Nearly 40 runs odd scored by one person, and he made a mockery of the target. Went all till the last over, but then when he is there in the middle, things look absolutely easy for Ideal International. Wasim Jamadar, our player of the match, and he will collect the medallion from our match official, Mr. Karthik. वसीम भाई, सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद। और ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच कितने क्या मायने रखता है, क्योंकि आखिरी गेम था आइडियल इंटरनेशनल के लिए। इतना अच्छा टूर्नामेंट नहीं था, अब 2 गेम्स जीते थे, बट कैसा लगा यहाँ पर खेलने के लिए, स्पेशली प्रीमियर टीम्स वगैरह के साथ?
थैंक यू। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। बहुत अच्छा लगा। फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग यहाँ पे परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं अगेंस्ट प्रीमियर्स। पहला मैच भी था, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं मैन ऑफ द मैच था, तब भी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा, और ये फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस है। इंशाल्लाह ऐसी मौका मिलते रहा तो हम लोग इससे बेहतर करने की कोशिश करेंगे आगे। बिल्कुल सही आपने बताया, प्रीमियर्स के अगेंस्ट खेलना थोड़ा सा मैच स्ट्रैटेजी उन लोगों का अलग होता है, मैच फिटनेस अलग होता है। उन लोग रेगुलर इसी ग्राउंड पे खेलते हैं, तो उन लोगों को एक्सपीरियंस ज़्यादा है, ग्राउंड एक्सपीरियंस। तो इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट ईयर वी विल डू बेटर देन दिस इंशाल्लाह।
ओके, कुछ टीम के बारे में बताएं, क्या टाइप ऑफ मोरल क्या रहता है? आपने जो सीज़न अभी ख़त्म किया है विद ऑन अ विनिंग नोट, अभी आगे का क्या ख्याल है? आप लोग अपना इंटरमीडिएट ग्रुप में कैसे इसको, ये फॉर्म को और इस फॉर्मेट को आगे लेके जाएंगे?
बिल्कुल, स्ट्रैटेजी तो यही होता है। पहले तो हम लोग, शायद हमारे कैप्टन ने भी आपको बताए होंगे कि हमारे कुछ प्लेयर शॉट्स है यहाँ पे है नहीं, इंडिया में किसी वजह से पहुँच नहीं पाए, तो वो शॉर्ट प्लेयर्स की वजह से थोड़ा सा कहीं पे हम लोग लूज़ हो रहे थे। बट अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बाकी का एफर्ट्स अच्छा था, सब मिलके खेले हैं। इंटरमीडिएट में भी यही प्लान है कि हम लोग अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलें, विनिंग लूज़ बाद में डिसाइड, बट हम लोग अच्छा करने की कोशिश करेंगे। इसी तरीके से सबको एंटरटेन करने की कोशिश करेंगे, और जिस तरीके से हमारे कोच और कैप्टन हम पे भरोसा रखते हैं, उस पर पूरा उतरने की कोशिश करेंगे।
आता 30 सगला सोडा, आता बता मला सांगा की सगळे कोकणी पोरगे तुम्ही घेऊन येत आहोत, ते लोक आता काय चाललाय काय या मॅच मध्ये? बेस्ट परफॉर्मन्स केला सगळ्यांनी।
आमचा कॅप्टन तर मुंबईचा आहे, मनोज भाई, ते मुंबईला सेटल्ड आहे। ते कोकणी आणि मराठी म्हणून आम्ही अभिमान वाटतं आम्हाला महाराष्ट्रीयनचा। तर कसा सगळे एकत्र असतात, सगळे पोरं आपल्या एकत्र खेळणारे आहेत, राहणारे पण एकच जाग्याचे आहेत, ते तो एक युनिटी बेस झाली, एक टीम बनून आम्ही काय आपण जात आहोत, एक टीम बनून खेळता। तोच एक आमचा एक प्लस पॉईंट आहे की कुठेही आम्ही गेला तर आम्ही आपली टीम, हीच टीम तुम्हाला सगळ्या मिळेल। इवन आम्ही बाहेर पण असलं काय बसलो काय फिरायला जायचं तर हाच युनिट तुम्हाला सगळ्या दिसेल, तेव्हा आमची युनिटी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बेस आहे। आणि आम्ही प्रिफर करता की कोकणी आणि मराठी पहिले हवा आम्हाला।
Okay, once again, many congratulations, and we hope you have a great tournaments ahead and many more such opportunities ahead.
Thanks a lot.
That's all we have from the presentation ceremony. That was Wasim Jamadar, but do stay tuned. We've got a lot of exciting action coming your way.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.